Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Apparently that's the cringe thing to say. So happy Tuesday. We were out at the pool on Sunday. I hope everyone had a wonderful Mother's Day with your mother, grandmother, Mimi, dog, mama, step mama, all the mamas out there. I hope you had a wonderful Sunday. I'm just using a little flyaway stick, stay stick, to keep my little baby hairs in place. So I have been using this Sheer Joy. I also have a little color because I was at the pool on Sunday and because I've been using the tanning mist for the past 2 nights. But I'm going to use Sheer Joy. It's very, very sheer coverage. Yesterday I did it just on my hands, but I think I like applying it with a brush better. I also said a couple days ago that I've been going back to using an eye primer, which I used to always do. And to be honest, since using the color sticks and the eyeshadow sticks and the liquid shadows, I haven't had to, but since using this, I've had to go back to it, and I think it's because this is serum, a serum foundation. I wouldn't even say foundation, it's very, very light. It's more serum, tinted serum. It's serum with some color. So, that being said, I think that is why, because I'm so moisturized, I've already put on all my skincare and let it sit in, but I'm so moisturized that it's oily now. I wouldn't even say oily, it's just moisturized. This is Lighten Up. This is a color corrector. This is not a concealer. It's just a color corrector, which I've absolutely been loving. It doesn't cake up. It's just a little bit to get rid of some of those bags, some of the dark color. And you can still, if you feel like you're drinking a ton of water and you're still not hydrated, you're still dry, you're still dehydrated, or you feel like you're swimming and not glowing, I have a call tonight to talk about hydration. There's no sales. It's just to educate you. If you drop hydration in the comments, I can get you a link and you can come listen to the call. This is the tinted blush. I don't even know if that's what it's still called tinted serum. I'm just gonna do 1 pump and see if that's enough. Actually, before I put this on, I'm gonna do Chocolate Soufflé. This is your free gift with Younique. If you are, I'll use my brush for this. If you purchase 3 items, this is the free gift right now. And I'd like to say it's controlled color. So I have a little bit of color from being in the sun and from my tanning mist. But I still want a little controlled color. I don't want that line right there. I'm just gonna blend that, and then I'll put my serum right on top of this. I have a busy day. Obviously I have to take Finley to school, but then I have a meeting back up there. And I forgot that I said I would do it in person. So I have to go back up there for our meeting. And then Finley asked if I would come have lunch with him, which would actually be easier because then I don't have to pack his lunch. but it's a lot. So I have to drop him off, go to work, and go back to his school, go back to work, grab him some lunch, and then go back to school. It's just a lot. Okay, I am going to put on my, if I can find it, I have been organizing, not that it's not organized, it's just in a bin so that I can easily throw it into underneath the sink, but I haven't been doing that, so I brought up a little bucket. That's what I want right there. I brought up a little bucket so that I could try and organize it so the stuff is actually standing up and I can see what I'm grabbing and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna use the hydrating setting powder. If you have dry skin, you're gonna love this because, like I said, it's called hydrating. It's got water molecules that you can feel burst when you put it on. I'm using this. This is gonna set, even though there's not a ton on there, but it's also gonna mute down a little bit of the color, hold it in place, take care of some of the shine in the oil. And I already feel something in my eye. Okay, that's it. Make sure I don't have that on me. Okay, now I'm going to go in with this. And I'm going to use the same brush that I used for the contour. It's very, very light. I'm normally not a blush person because when I get hot or when I get frustrated, irritated, worked up, my cheeks turn bright pink or red. And even when I'm not wearing blush, people are like, man, you got a lot of blush on. So I normally just don't wear a lot of blush. I tend to go the other way. But with this, I can wear it and get away with it. Okay, I am going to put some eye primer on if there is anything in here. I've got a bazillion of these things. You only need a teeny tiny bit. And I like to use this with any of the eyeshadow I've been using, just because, like I said, I've been moisturizing my face so much, or putting serums on, and it actually doesn't just soak into my skin. So everything is hydrated, including my eyelids. So this just helps everything, helps it stay on. I'm gonna use palette 9. If you grab this one, it was a free gift. Actually, it might be the free gift coming up. We're gonna use this palette. I'm looking for a brush. Okay, I'm just gonna go in with this middle kind of caramel color. I desperately need to clean my brushes. You'll notice when you're using an eye primer that the brush doesn't glide as easily. It kind of sticks and it makes it harder to to drag the brush on your lid, but that's okay. That's what we want. That means it's doing its job. Yes, it takes a little bit longer to get it applied, but it's gonna make your shadow stick and stay. I don't really want to go past my brow. Let's see, what was that? Messages. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. also when you're doing your eyes, even if you're doing like, you're creating a shadow with this, or a crease with this dark shadow, you don't want to go down. You kind of want to lift this up. And that's a habit I'm trying to break. So even if I drag it down, I kind of color it to lift it back up so you have like a little point there. Otherwise, instead of giving a lifted look, you're giving like a droopy look, which is very important for me because I have these hooded eyes. I don't want it, I don't want to be looking all dragged down. This is going to be a very everyday look, a very natural look. Okay. And then you can go in, like I'm just using this one right here. You can blend it out. Same brush. This one looks a little better because it's a little muted. Just rub some of that out. I mean, it's just a very pretty, easy look. Now you can, and this is what I was gonna do, but then I said it's neutral, so you can go in and you can use the shimmer right where you applied that light color, and that'll just give you a little bit of a pop. Okay, I'm gonna curl my lashes. So if you grab any 3 items, you'll get that chocolate souffle that I used for the contour on, you'll get that for free. If you, and then you always get free shipping. So even if you get 1 item, you're gonna get free shipping. And then if you get 3 items, you will get 15% off. If you get the 4th one, you'll get 20% off. I believe it's a discount, or maybe it's 10 and 15. Curl my lashes. I need to do that. I'm debating if I could put this on my lips. I have blushing. I have frosted cream. This is my chocolate souffle. I was going to show you this as a liner, but I don't think I have a color that I can use. I could maybe do this. And I never showed this, but it does have a little sponge applicator. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. For my 90s girlies, here's your brown lippy. I can't see my mirror, so not well anyway. Okay, so that's the same color we used on our cheeks. This is blush. This is Blush Beach. I don't know if you can get this one, but you could also do cinnamon latte or cinnamon latte. What's the other one? I can't think. I'm gonna put some lip oil on top. Now it's a pretty shimmer. I can't think of the other one. Cinnamon latte or I started to say feeling fuchsia. That's not right. I don't know. You'll just have to look on there or message me if you wanted a different shade that you could do that with. But those are great because you can use them on your cheeks. You can use them that chocolate souffle. I could realistically do my eyebrows with them. Lips, eyes, cheeks, all of that. This is the Enamor Lash. And I heard somebody say this the other day, and this is so true. I feel like when I'm trying a new mascara, like a lot of the times the first time you use it, you're like, oh, I don't like that. Or it doesn't give you the results you think you're gonna get. And I think for myself, I have to use the mascara for a few times. I wanna know if it flakes. I want to know if it stays. I want to know if I get raccoon eyes. This is the Enamor Lash. I forgot to do my lash serum this morning. But this one's a little bit different from how you apply other mascaras. This is a wet mascara. So you have to kind of do short, thin coats. Short, thin coats to keep it on, or to get the desired length and volume out of it. I'm curious, are you mascara on the bottom people? Like, do you wear your mascara on your bottom lashes or just on the top? I tend to do just the top, and the reason is before I started using my Younique waterproof, which doesn't exist anymore, I would always have raccoon eyes under my eyes, and it doesn't look good. I'm somewhat on the oily side in my T-zone, and so it would never fail. I would always end up with black under my eyes. So now I tend to not wear any, just out of habit. Speaking of putting something under your eyes, I'm going to go back with this darker shade that's in the crease. And just finish off the look. You can see now that I actually have an eyeball. Usually I don't do this just because I'm always running out the door, but it will finish off your look. It'll make your eyes look finished, if you will. Okay, I'm trying to let my mascara dry just for a little bit. Again, I only use this a handful of times, so I don't know if you can keep going in to build it up, but since it is a wet mascara, I would say let it dry. But that's why we're trying it out. I'm trying different things. And if you don't have a lash, not eyebrow gel, or you don't have one that you love, this one is really, really good. And something else just restocked. Oh, the lip balms. I haven't been on the site, but I did hear they restocked, which is kind of funny because I found when they came out, you could buy 2 of each. I bought 2 of each. I've used 1 of each. And I just found my other ones. So, for what that's worth. Okay, let's see. They're probably not dry, but let's curl them again. You have to be careful when you're curling your lashes and you have mascara on there because 1, you don't want to rip them out. 2, you don't want them to stick together if they're not dry, kind of like that one did. Keep getting my eyeball in there. And when I say my eyeball, yes, I know I'm not getting my eyeball in there. I am, however, getting that eyelid. Sorry, I can't talk and do my lashes at the same time. I think I started to say, I don't know if I finished this. If you feel like you're drinking a ton of water and you're still not hydrated, your skin's not glowing, you still feel dry and dehydrated. 1, I have a class tonight about hydration, not salesy, just learning about how to hydrate your body. That's number 1. Number 2, on the Beauty Society side, I have a trial kit of Infuse, which is my step 0 skincare. It's ingestible. I also call it my lazy girl skincare. But you get a 10-pack of unflavored, and then you get a 10-pack of individual trial kinds. So you're gonna get pina colada, berry, unflavored, tropical punch, and vanilla chai. So you get that. You get a free mixer frother. So you can use that to froth it into your drink, stir it into your drink. You're also gonna get a coupon for a glass jar to keep your 30-day supply in. If you decide to reorder, you'll get the 30-day supply. If not, you get the glass jar and you can put any vitamin or supplement or Gatorade, whatever, in the glass jar with a gold scoop. And it's $9.99. So if you are interested in that, just say hydration and I can send you the 2 deals that I have, or the class and the deal. On the Younique side, we have this buy 3, get Chocolate Soufflé color stick. I feel like I have a dark spot right here, but I think it's just the light. Buy 3 items, you'll get this as your free gift, Chocolate Soufflé. I have that on my cheeks very lightly and on my lips. And that's all I have. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. If you have any questions or want me to build you a cart for anything that I use, just let me know. And I hope you have a wonderful day.